back when we were kids. Things were so much easier then. Our hearts weren't full of doubt. We were allowed to think out loud without judgmental shouts.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jesse Lee Falls podcast. It is the 40th anniversary of the Goonies this weekend, and that's what's going on here in the city of Astoria, where I live. And I thought I would take this moment to show you guys. I'm talking about marketing, marketing ideas a lot on this podcast, and I thought that this would be a learnable moment and show you guys something called Piggyback Marketing. And Piggyback Marketing is basically when two companies get together to help each other. You see it with like Taco Bell and KFC, and anyways, it's when one company attaches itself to another to help it. So it's a bit parasitical, and I can kind of see that. It's kind of ironic, but it is a real marketing tactic, and as long as it's a win-win, it's not parasitical. So remember that. But yeah, you kind of attach yourself to an idea or something that's, in our case, what we did was we made a music video last year, and it's for our song Funky Kids at Play. So go check it out for sure. And what we did was we went around town and tried to reenact these scenes that you see from the movie, and, extremely low budget. And we did it with basically, a very, very low budget. And it was kind of like this idea that, hey, let's attach ourselves to this iconic film. So this podcast is all about the micro music business, and what we can do on the micro side is we can attach ourselves to things on the macro side, which can be really fun, because it was actually one of the funnest music videos we made. It was just cool to like try to get the right outfits and try to actually recreate these scenes, and having to do it like at certain times of the day where like there's basically nobody around. So like 6 o'clock in the morning is a really good time to shoot video, because as long as there's nobody around, you're not hurting anybody. And then if you're doing something somewhat embarrassing, you're not going to be embarrassed. One or two people might see it. So anyways, the piggyback marketing thing is really cool, and I would even challenge you guys, like the next time you're thinking about making a music video, maybe try to recreate some cheesy, crude, cringy version of like an 80s movie, something that's just got like iconic, especially if you're, if you live in a town where there's lots of movies, or movies have been made, and you can go to those locations and actually try to recreate that stuff. It's super fun. But I would definitely challenge you guys to do something like that. I don't know. We're thinking about doing something like that again, actually. So it'd be cool to do kind of a challenge with some other bands, like I don't know, just to see what we could do creatively, just to do some throwback stuff, But yeah, piggyback marketing is a cool. It's a cool thing, because if you're attaching yourself to a big idea, something iconic, then sometimes people will just dig it because you tried to do something that was kind of crazy like that. So definitely go check out the music video, you guys. It's called Funky Kids at Play, the Jesse Lee Falls Band, and check it out. Leave some comments, and if any of you guys are bold enough to do something like that, or just if you have ideas of like, oh hey, if you have an idea of what I should do next time, that would be really cool. If you guys could put in a comment like, I don't know, like Back to the Future. Back to the Future would be a cool one. That'd be a really hard one, but there's things you could do, So anyways, definitely, you guys think about that, think on that. I'm going to move on to my next thing, which is this Tuesday, we are doing a live stream for the podcast, and we're doing a live stream to basically it's a subscription telethon where we're going to really push the envelope and make it about getting subscriptions. And I know that I don't push the subscription thing too hard on this podcast. Most of the time, if you go back and listen, I think maybe half the time I might mention, please subscribe. A lot of times I just don't really think about it. And I have gotten some feedback from people who are like, hey, you should probably be a little bit more shameless with your, for asking for subscriptions and asking the people to subscribe. So I think this could be a good kind of I don't know, kind of a happy medium for me to really just do a hyper-focused podcast. It's going to be my 1-year anniversary for doing this, and so we kind of wanted to turn it into somewhat of a live stream party. And we're gonna be going live at 5:00 on Tuesday, you guys. So please watch. And what's gonna happen is we'll put the screen up, and we're gonna want people to start tuning in. Maybe 20 minutes or so before we actually go live. But the screen will be up for you guys to tune in and start checking that out. That'll probably go up about 4:20, something like that. And then we should be live right at like 5:00. But I'm basically putting this out to get you guys informed, like, hey, we're doing this big thing. It's this big push. We're gonna see how many subscribers we can get if we get super hyper focused and we make it super fun. Maybe make some challenges, create some, I don't know, maybe create some torturous kind of challenges for me. One thing I was thinking about doing was like every time we hit like 100 subscribers, I have to do 100 push-ups, something like that. So we're still playing with ideas, but we're basically going to try to make this a big party for getting subscribers and see what we can do if we really put all of our hyper focus into something like this. And so this is going to be a really good learning experience for not just for me, but for you guys too, because sometimes we do have to kind of do big things. Maybe this isn't like, it's not really a big thing, but it's somewhat daring, it's bold. And even though we're operating on small levels, if we have a good network of people, a good community of people, and people who are kind of big picture people, they're bold and they're not afraid, you can create a really good, tight community of musicians and business people, business-minded people who can actually really create synergy. And that's what you want. You want to be involved with people who are, when you guys get together, it's not 1 + 1 = 2, it's 1 + 1 = 3. It's when the output is greater than the whole of the two sums, right? Something like that. The sum of the two parts. Anyways, so I kind of tapped into a bit of a synergistic business relationship with my buddy Greg Lyons, who I've had on my podcast. He was one of my first first interviews. Him and I have kept in touch. He opened a place called the Lion's Den down in Seaside, and I'm super stoked because this guy is literally creating a home for musicians. It's all about music, and I want to support his place. He's supporting me. And I'm also going to be helping him build some subscribers. He needs to, because in order to go live stream, you guys, and this is just for your personal information, if you do decide to go live stream, you have to have at least 50 subscribers. So in Greg's case, he's a little bit shy, and so we're going to get him enough subscribers so that his new establishment can live stream, because he needs to be able to do that. And so we're going to help him hit his mile marker, and then we're going to just basically have a blast and see, you know, what we can actually do, and what we can, you know, what kind of numbers can we put up if we kind of do a subscription telethon. So anyways, that's something to definitely look forward to, you guys. That's Tuesday at 5:00. So be paying attention, and the more viewers that we have that are kind of, you know, watching before we go on, that's kind of the key to all of this. We don't want to, you know, go on and then, you know, we've got like one viewer. So I'm kind of putting this out there now, like, hey, you know, for some of you guys who have really been paying attention to what I'm doing, like, do me a favor and really pay attention on Tuesday, because it's going to be a blast. And yeah. So other than that, I'm basically just going to be putting most of my focus into that. And I've got a bunch of cool, just a bunch of cool announcements that I'm going to be announcing. That's redundant. So anyways, I just want to say thanks, you guys, and definitely go check out our music video. It's been up for about a year, and it's almost at 1,000 views. So if you'd be so kind, go check out the music video, see if we can hit 1,000 views. Help us hit that mile marker. And please subscribe. I know I'm pretty bad about that. It kind of annoys me when other people do it, so I try not to be too overly, you know, hey, subscribe to my channel. But it's something I probably haven't done enough of. So again, you guys, thank you for hanging in there with me. Cheers, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday live. All right, bye.